What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Raga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of February 9th through February 15th. I am freshly back from the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, and I am in a good mood. Can you tell? I hope so. I'm in a great mood. I have been charged up by some of the most amazing crystals in the world that you're ever going to see, and every time I come back from the Gem Show, I just feel this kinetic energy that it could have something to do with the full moon that's happening, right now, I think? I don't know. I'm so wound up right now. I don't know what's happening, but it's time to do the weekly reading, as we do each and every week, or at least try to. And before I do that, I just want to say a few more things. I have a couple of videos coming out soon. I think tomorrow I'm going to release my Tucson video. Every time I go to Tucson, I like to make a little video detailing my experience, so that's going to be out tomorrow. And then later this week, I'll probably do a gem show haul and show you guys which crystals that I came back with. I don't want to make you wait too. I'll show you one. I'll show you one now. You can see the rest later. Look at this stellar beam calcite. Oh my goodness. This comes from Tennessee, from the Elmwood mine. As far as I know, this is the only place in the world that creates this type of calcite. And it's one of the highest vibration crystals I've ever had the chance to work with. Right? This crystal just takes you to the higher realms instantly. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's a dynamo. You need to be grounded whenever you're with this crystal, or else you just fall asleep. You'll fall right to sleep. Okay, so yeah, I'll show you this one, stellar beam calcite. I got plenty of other crystals to show you though, so stay tuned for those videos coming out. So as far as the reading, I wanted to do a crystal reading since we're talking about crystals, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the crystal reading cards to say what's going on this week, what we can expect to look forward to, what we should hold on to, what we should let go of, to make this the best week possible. Before we do that, I got some new bowls in Tucson. Yeah, you know I had to. So let's just use them and see how they sound. As always, you can skip this part if you like, or if you'd rather listen to them, I encourage you to close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and just go with the flow of this crystal bowl sounding healing thingy. Alright, let's get into this reading. The first card we're going to look at is this middle one, and it represents the overall energy of this upcoming week. And we've got Tanzanite, clarity. I just had my Tanzanite right a second ago. There's my Tanzanite. Not as high quality as the one in the image, okay? But it is Tanzanite, and this is a crystal that kind of bridges the heart and the mind and the higher chakras. right? So it bridges your intuition with your heart, and it's a beautiful crystal, which causes clarity. So the feeling I'm getting from this card right now is this week is going to be a week for you to find your clarity. This is going to mean different things for different people, as this is a general reading. But what are you confused about right now? I think if you can set the intention at this moment, maybe as soon as this video is over perhaps, of what you would like to learn more about this week, that's going to benefit you greatly. I think we're headed towards a Mercury retrograde, so you want to get your answers before the retrograde kind of skews things up a little bit. So I think this week is going to be a week for you to solve some problems if you have any, gain some insight into your issues. All right, when I say what questions do you have, I mean this is not just, what do I do with my life? I'm talking more about maybe spiritual questions, maybe physical questions, about healing, about the physical health. All sorts of opportunities are here to gain clarity this week. And if you have some tanzanite, it might be a good week to work with it, as it can help you to gain that clarity, right? Tanzanite's not going to give you the answers, but it's going to align you in a way where those answers can come to you easier, right? When the heart, the mind, and the intuition are working in a symbiotic relationship, if all of those things are equal and they're working together, that's when you start to gain clarity. And I think that's what we're going to see this week if you set the intention, right? You have to ask for it. You have to want it. So ask those questions away. Ask away those questions this week, and I think this week will bring a lot of different answers. All right, this card represents what to hold on to this upcoming week. We've got Amazonite. Okay, I'll show you another crystal I picked up in Tucson. It's Amazonite. I got this gigantic sphere. Ooh, baby. Look at this thing. See if we can find the sheen on it. It has some sheen. It's just poor lighting. Here's some sheen. Anyway, let's not get too caught up. We got a reading. Life Purpose, Amazonite. Give me a moment with this card. Right, so if we're going to be gaining clarity here, maybe it's time to start asking the bigger questions. And I think that's something that you should hold on to this week. Is a time to ask those big questions. Why am I here, right? Why am I following the Matrix prescribed way of life, right? Why am I going to work? Is my job or my career in alignment with my true life's purpose? Why am I addicted to this thing, right? Or TV or some food that's not good for you. Ask the big questions this week, and I think you're going to get some big answers, right? And Amazonites can help you to do that. This is a heart chakra stone, primarily. And, the heart wants what it wants. That's why we use the expression, follow your heart. When you're in tune with your heart, you're in tune with your higher self. And when you're in tune with your higher self, you are going to find yourself on your life's path more often than not. And so that's where that expression comes from, is following your heart, is being in tune with your heart chakra, being in tune with your higher self, and following your life's purpose as accurately as you can. So ask the big questions this week, right? The big questions about who am I, what am I doing here, and what am I here to achieve? Very cool. Let's see what this last card is. We've got Fire Agate, Creativity. I don't have any fire agates, so I can't show you any of that. But this card represents what to let go of for this upcoming week. And we've got Fire Agate, Creativity. Give me a moment with this. Yeah, the feeling I'm getting here is that this is going to be a week of reflection. I think this is a week of going inwards. And when I feel creativity, I feel, pushing outwards, right? Creativity is more male. It's pushing out. It's being aggressive. It's imposing your will, right? That's creativity. But the feeling I'm getting from this reading is this is not the time for that. This week is a time for more feminine energy, as the full moon is here. It's a time for reflection, introspection, and learning about the self. a more receiving energy. So this week is not going to be a great week to maybe start creative projects. It's not going to be a great week to impose your will or your dominance on on your life, on other people, on whatever it is you want to dominate. This is more about self-discovery and answering questions that you need to have answered. So the feeling I'm getting when I look at all these cards is that we're going inward this week, friends. Use that full moon energy to kind of get in tune with your more feminine energy this week and start to ask those big type questions. Okay, got my little crystal friends here. I think that's gonna do it, right? Should we pull an oracle card? I guess we should. Don't see how it could hurt. All right, the last card we're gonna pull is an oracle from the Sacred Earth Oracle. I'm going to ask it what overall message it has for us this week. What overall message for us this week? And we've got perspective. Yeah, I'm getting that feminine energy. It's about perspective. It's about seeing yourself. How do you see yourself? I think is really the overall theme of this week. How do you see yourself? If you see yourself in the way that you think is for the highest good, then you're doing a great job. But I think that most of us don't see ourselves. We have a perception of ourselves that isn't in alignment with who we actually truly are. And I think this week is about changing that perception through learning more about the self. Right? The more we learn about ourselves, the more our perception of ourselves is accurate and in alignment with our truest form. So this week is it's about getting answers, guys. That's all I can say about it, is getting those answers. So ask the big type questions. You'll be surprised in what form your answers may come. You might be watching TV one day and you hear a guy say something on TV that resonates with you like you've never heard something resonate with you before, and you get chills down your spine. That was a message that you were supposed to hear, even though it was on Shark Tank or whatever it was. That was a message you were supposed to hear. You'll know it when you hear it. So listen to the universe. First ask the questions, then listen to the universe, and I think this week you may get your answers. So that's going to do it for me today. Be sure to check out my video coming out tomorrow, the Tucson Gem Show video that I like to put out. And then later this week I'll have my Gem Show haul. So if you want to see the crystals that I picked up in Tucson, check that out. And my Etsy shop is back up and running, and I'll have new crystals in the Etsy shop very soon. It's all happening, guys. So I want to wish you a great week. I want to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.